Doug Ford is like, what's her name? Smith in Alberta. They play both sides, right? They're hypocrites, which is one of the Canadian cultural pattern that dominates with the majority of the population, and so they want to represent because they want to be voted in. They're premiers in a province. They represent their province, but they'll also go in and out of Team Canada instead of saying, "Hey, how can we?" How can they could meet the premiers with Carney and say, "Hey, how can we look good for our provinces, you know, and get voted in again if we can all work as a team?" But also kind of serve Team Canada. And it could be that none of those EVs go to Ontario. I mean, you'll piss off a lot of people in Ontario too. But what they do is they do surveys and count the votes, right? And they say families are starving in that industry. Have you thought of contraception? But also, maybe Ontario should do what the Chinese did as a more firm measure if they're starving families, is have less kids, right? But the thing is in North America, we have not the best versions of small, efficient cars, trucks, and even small, tiny camping vehicles, RVs, from a lot of the companies that sell us stuff here. We just buy too big, and we can't stop buying too big, and crash the roads and block the roads for a long time. And so, if North America had something other than tractor trailers, I've talked about this for years, and some of the most efficient vehicles. I don't know if Ford's gone to Asia. Some have. I don't know if they have any observation skills to see some of the better, let's say, working related trucks over there. And I'm not talking about independent trucks. I'm talking about cement trucks, trucks that carry wood or metal beams or whatever. The tractor trailers we have here is based on, a cartel of decision makers that don't give us the best that exists. Same thing with the cars. There's better Korean cars over there than we get here. Why don't we get it here? Who makes these decisions? And it doesn't matter if they're not going to sell great the first couple of years. Is bring them in anyways and take the big ones out, right? And the companies in Korea are fine with that. I don't think they want to make bigger ones. I think they're happier with the common sense of making small, efficient ones. So for me, there's so many vehicles I've seen in Japan and Korea that I would buy. So what I'm going to do, Ford, is prove you right or me right by contacting Ford Canada, okay? And that's not your office's. It's to write a letter, and I'm going to do a series of vlogs on it. Not too many, because I don't have the patience of nobody moving. I don't have the patience of showing all the screenshots of the emails I send to politicians and even say the letter of intent, you're about to get sued, and you don't get answers. And then I have to call their offices, reach somebody who works for them, and say, can you confirm you got that letter? And you're ignoring it, because that doesn't look good in front of a judge. Except nobody cares. There's no rule of law. There's no accountability in Canada. A second Canadian cultural pattern is impunity facilitation. And people like Ford would like to get rid of all the things that give tickets, instead of making the road safer for people, right? And he'd probably want cars of an internal combustion engine to go faster. The thing is, though, is there's more efficient internal combustion engine vehicles made in Asian countries that we don't have here. So explain that. Explain how maybe you might think they're cheap EVs, but they also have better internal combustion engines than ours in North America here, and we can't bring them in. Like, who do you believe is responsible for this, Doug Ford?